Hi, Gemini. This is a general reading, and I'm not going to put any dates on it. It's a general collective reading. We're just going to find out what Spirit has to say. It's not going to resonate with every Gemini out there because guess what? Not every Gemini on the planet's going through the same thing at the same time. So they're going to pick a group that they want to speak with tonight, and that's who we're going to talk to, and it's their topic. Okay, so God, guides, angels, archangels, and Holy Spirit, we thank you so much for love, light, and prosperity in your messages. We also thank you for clear and concise messages, clarification, confirmation, and validation. And we thank you for whatever it is you want to say to Gemini as we journey through this Celtic cross as it relates to them. So, Gemini, just so you know, they've got a theme. It's been personal journey, spiritual journey, so just that's probably what I'm sure is what it's going to be. It's been their theme. Currently, you are sitting at 4 of fire. This is your current energy. What's crossing you? The Emperor. The root issue that has this going on is the Page of Fire. Recent past, Messenger of Air. Your crowning energy is the 7 of Earth. And the near future, you have the 8 of Air. Your attitude toward this situation, strength. Gemini, you have some outside influences, Ace of Air. And hopes and fears, the Star. And your potential outcome is Page of Air. Okay. So let's see what this is about. Got some air stuff going on. You're an air Gemini. Okay, so right now, you're sitting in 4 of fire. This is your current energy. The 4 of fire is the same as the 4 of wands. Of course, in the traditional tarot, that's more like a happily ever after type of celebration card. In this particular deck, it's a little more laid back than that, or not quite as exuberant. If you notice, it's like this person is sitting, this little fairy is sitting on this rock. They've overcome something. They feel like they've accomplished something. So she's sitting there just merrily playing her little flute. She's all by herself. She's enjoying herself, enjoying what she has learned from her spirit guides, her angels, her archangels, whoever it is that she works with. She feels like she has actually come into an understanding with herself, almost. It's like, yeah. So what's crossing her is the Emperor. So the Emperor is a very strong, in some cases, a fatherly figure. It could be a very strong partner. It could be very strict or very highly structured organizations, like maybe the corporation that you work with or something like that. But this it's giving you a little bit of a problem, like it's not letting you just sit there and merrily play your flute. Okay? So the underlying issue, what has kind of started this or provoked this, is the Page of Fire. So it's like pages are all about messages. Like they're the messengers. So it's like you have been given a download or something that taps into your creative side. You see all the colors in that card? And it's an inspired message. And maybe it's something that you want to do outside of what you normally do. So perhaps, like, say, for instance, if you work for a big corporation and you've just decided, you know what, I find so much happiness when I paint. I just want to paint. whatever. It's something along those lines. So this is a very personal journey right now. So in the recent past, you've had this messenger of air. So the air is the same as the swords. And it's like they're the equivalent of the night. So it's like there's movement there. So perhaps you have moved in the direction of whatever this is right here. But the messenger of air is also very dogmatic. So it's like you're moving, but you're moving very cautiously because you have very deep-rooted beliefs about how what's acceptable, what's not acceptable, that kind of stuff. You have possibly people around you, like this emperor that is, saying, well, that's all great and good, but, it's not going to take care of you. It's not going to support you, whatever that is. But you're figuring out a way to move toward it anyway, or in addition to what you're already doing. It's like you're bringing more of it into your life to fill you up. You may not ever leave your job. It just may be that you've finally decided to do some of the things, some of these creative things that truly fill you up. Okay, so up here, your overall crowning energy is the Seven of Earth. Now, what the Seven of Earth is, excuse me, it's the same as the Seven of Pentacles, and that card is about patience and divine timing. This card is the same, except it's a little more ethereal. Ethereal, is that the right word? Because it's like he understands there's processes, just like the Seven of Pentacles. The little guy watching his bush grow and he's leaning on his shovel or his rake or whatever. But this guy it's a little bit more like he doesn't just understand the nature of the universe. He's connected to it. He's connected to it in a way that it like, I want to say it like permeates from him, but you could also look at it like the universe, his guides, whatever, are showering him with information, with ideas, with all that kind of stuff, but very gently, because it is true that there is such a thing as divine timing. So it's like this overall energy is hopeful, and full, but patient. So yeah, that's a good place to be. In your near future, you may decide to jump. But you also may decide not to jump and just feel like you wish you could jump. See this angel right here is dropping feathers, or perhaps she is looking down thinking, how far will I fall if I jump? But she's not thinking about the fact that she's got these wings. See those wings right there? So if she jumps, her wings are going to save her, right? Her wings will keep her from hitting bottom. But she's really being reserved about it, but she's contemplating it pretty deeply. You can also look at it as this is your angel sending you signs in the near future about steps you can take to be able to jump. Jump, that's the word that I keep hearing, jumps. But I don't know that you're going to jump, or if you're just going to really contemplate jumping pretty hard, or if you're feeling nudged to jump and do what really inspires you. So whatever it is going on here, your attitude is you can handle it. You can be who you have to be. You can be the guy at the office who goes home at night and plays his guitar. You can be the girl at the office who goes home at night and paints. You can do both. You're feeling strong about this right now, and your overall energy again is this hopeful patience, knowing that one day it's going to change. But for right now, you can do what you need to do to keep everybody okay, including yourself. Okay, so your outside influence is this whole thing was, see, this is the Ace of Air. So you're an air sign. So this is what this is telling me. You had been living in some really dark, murky places, right? And it's like your guide, your angel, archangel, whatever, like said no more, and they like pulled you out of this portal. They just pulled you right up out of that portal and said, look at this. We're gonna make things happen to where you just have to be who you are. We're gonna move things around. We're pulling you out of all this darkness. We don't want you to lose yourself down in here. So we're just taking you out. See, they've just taken him out. And this unicorn, it's almost like he just jumped out. But because it's outside influences, I feel like it's your guides and everything who arrange circumstances to where you would feel like jump out, just jump. There's that jump again. I'm just jumping out, and I'm gonna find myself. I'm not gonna live in this darkness, in this heaviness anymore. I'm out of there. But it's your guides that set this up and showed you this little crack of light right there for you to escape out of. Okay, so your hopes and fears. I love this card. This is the Star. This is the major arcana for wishes fulfilled. But what I love about it more than anything is this is a person coming into wholeness with themselves. So this little vessel right there, see how gently she's holding it and she's looking down at it? So the way I interpret this card is that this is her soul. And she has realized, she, he, it doesn't matter. They've realized, this, you Gemini, have realized that you have a lot of value. And this vessel is full of water. So that's all your emotions, that's your spirit. And so she's holding it and cradling it in a way that is nurturing and respectful, kind of like you would hold a baby to protect it. So basically what she's doing is she has recognized her value. Again, he, she, doesn't matter. Recognized your value, cradling your value, and cradling who you are, and will not ever let any part of yourself spill out again. So this is a hope and a fear. This is where you want to be. You want to be true to who you are. Your fear is that if you're true to who you are, that possibly somebody else is not going to be happy about that. So this is what I want to say about that. I want to talk to you about, okay, so some people say that whenever we are true to ourselves, we're being selfish. Okay, so this is what I'm going to say about that. It's whenever somebody else expects us to live their life, or the life they think we should live, they're being selfish. It would be like me expecting my kids to approach me a certain way, or to work at a certain place, or live at a certain place. It'd be like me asking my kids to, or demanding that my kids do blah, blah, blah. It's okay for me to give them my opinion, but other than that, it would be selfish of me to try to control their decision about it. So whenever we do what's right for us, that's not selfish. It's when somebody else asks us to do what they think is right for us. That is selfish. Okay, I hope you understand that. Okay, so your potential outcome is Page of Air. I love this card. Again, pages are messengers. And it's like, and because it's an air sign, because it's air and you are air, I feel like this is going to be you coming into yourself. And your message is going to be, I am wholly, WHOLLY, wholly myself. I am good in who I am. And the best thing about it is, look how free this page of air is. So whenever we have that much wholeness within us, that much fullness within us, we can give to others on levels that we never could have imagined before. The way that we treat others is more of an inspired action than this is what I have to do. But whenever we're not true to ourselves, it's more like everything's an obligation. And it drains us. And it takes away, takes away parts of us. Parts of us leak out of that vessel whenever we do things for other people that we feel obligated to do. Whereas whenever we are wholly ourselves, we treat people with inspired ideas. It's like we're inspired to love them harder, speak to them better, all those things. It's because we're better. Okay, Gemini, this is all about you coming into who you are. Yeah, nice journey. Nice journey. Okay, we're going to get a PS here and see what else it is that Spirit has to say to you. Move those cords a little bit. God, guides, angels, archangels, and Holy Spirit, we thank you for this message for Gemini. We thank you for the PS, and we can't wait to see what it is based on this reading, or if it's just a whole other message altogether. Again, we thank you for the PS. Oh, well, that's way too many cards. Like, that's half the deck. Sorry. I'm going to start over. I hope this reading made sense to you, because it sure made sense to me. Okay, Gemini. Give us a PS for Gemini, please. Please give us a PS for Gemini. Look. So this is who you are, Gemini. You're the Empress. You're their equal. Whoever it is, whether it's your boss, your company, a parental figure, a colleague, whoever it is that's maybe intimidating you about your life and about your choices for your life. You're their match. Truly. You are very nurturing. You are a creative person, and you're very intuitive too. This is you birthing into reality what it is that you want to birth into reality. Look. So there is the Page of Pentacles. This is a message that this pentacle, this idea or whatever it is something that, it's not something that you just pulled out of the air. It was given to you out of the air. This idea or this passion was given to you, and you want to bring it into part of your reality. And again, whether it's something that you go to work during the day, do it at night until the right time for yourself, that just bringing it into your reality. Look, these are two very creative cards. You've got the Empress who births things into reality, and you have the Page of Pentacles who is a messenger about bringing things into reality. And you've got the Eight of Cups. So this is a moving on card. So Gemini, there may come a time in your near future where you decide to move on and do what's best for you, and leave all these other things behind. Of course, that's going to be something that you'll determine, but that is a moving on card. And perhaps it's moving on mentally from letting other people explain to you how life is supposed to be, whenever obviously you're pretty schooled on that already. Okay. All right, Gemini. I hope you enjoyed your message, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Have a great day. Bye.